Good afternoon, everyone. We are delighted to present our group report and resources using technology tools in language teaching. Our group member, consisting of me, of course, I am Roslyn Pinca, together with my group mates, Jeng Estojero, Yan Milante, Unica Mangulabnan, and of course, Micaela Mude, has explored how instructional materials and technology tools can enhance language learning. Our report focused on key learning objective that by the end of the module, the student should be able to first identify various instructional materials or IMS and technology tools in language teaching and learning. The second bullet, explain the characteristics of a good appropriate IMS and technology tools in learning language. Third bullet, prepare IMS that will enhance language learning utilizing selected technology tools in delivering the learning plan. And lastly, create appropriate IMS using technology tools in learning language. Now, let's move on to introduction. Instructional materials or IMS are very important because they contribute a lot to student learning and teaching. It is never new to claim that IMS help improve student knowledge and skills and teacher management of the class requirements. Ibig sabihin lang po neto na yung instructional materials or yung tinatawag na IMS are crucial for student learning and teaching. Why? Naging crucial siya sa estudyante kasi yung instructional materials nakaka-enhance ng engagement, comprehension, and classroom management. And also, it can assist teacher in managing their classroom effectively. Kumbaga, yung IMS or yung instructional materials also supporting teachers in delivering effective and engaging lesson. The next one is using instructional materials in language classes makes language learning facilitating and authentic. This means that using instructional materials in language classes makes learning a new language exciting and real. It helps a student engage with the language in meaningful way. Kumbaga, ang paggamit kasi ng instructional materials in teaching language is nababago niya yung experience ng mga student dahil mas nagkakaroon ng interaction and engagement yung mga estudyante nga. Then, yung paggamit din ng instructional materials sa iba't ibang klase or different teaching style ng language, yung learning kasi di lang nakaka-excite, kumbaga nagiging mas makatotohanan yung learning experience ng mga bata. The next bullet, there are a lot of teachers who use traditional instructional materials to enhance the teaching learning process. This module aims to present to you the innovative ICT-based instructional materials that can be used to enhance language instruction. Sinasabi lang dito na many teachers rely on traditional instructional materials to improve the teaching and learning process. And then, so, yung module na nire-report namin introduces innovative ICT-based instructional materials that can enhance language instruction, offering new ways to make language learning for more effective and enjoyable discussion. And communication technologies or the ICTs can be significantly used as tool for language instruction. In the Philippines, the languages that are being taught are mother tongue, which are Filipino, English, and other foreign languages, with the integration of ICTs in teaching languages. The need to process data quickly and integrate voice, music, video, pictures, and text into lessons can be fully addressed. This also means that information and communication technologies or the ICT kung tawagin can be very helpful tools for teaching language. Dito nga sa Pilipinas wherein yung mga mother tongue language yung tinuturo tulad ng Filipino, English at yung iba pang foreign language with integrating of ICTs in language lesson can help process data quickly and include voice, music, videos, pictures, and text in teaching materials. For example, yung paggamit ng online platform that provides interactive Filipino language lessons with videos, music, and image can engage students and enhance their understanding of language concept. Yung technology kasi, it helps them to expand their knowledge and skills by utilizing various multimedia elements. Next is SLIT 2017 claims that ICTs can be programmed to tailor instruction and tests for each individual language learner. It means that according to SLIT 2017, na yung Information and Communication Technologies daw or yung ICT can be personalized to develop lesson and assessment that cater to the specific requirements of each language learner. Ibig sabihin po nito na yung technology daw po is nakakapag-adapt or can be adapted to fit the unique learning preference, pace, and strength of individual student. Like for example, sa online language learning platform, may offer interactive exercises and quizzes na nag-a-adjust sa difficulty level based on student progress. This customization allow learners to focus on area where they need more practice, kumbaga kung saan sila mas nahihirapan, receive targeted feedback, and engage with content that align with their learning style. Moving on, next bullet, to be able to use this technology successfully as tools and materials and to help effective conduct of language classes, some principles on sustainability, advocacy, and efficient utilization will also be discussed in this module. The effectiveness of instructional tools and promoting student academic performance in teaching and learning is indisputable. It provides the much needed sensory experience needed by the learners for an effective and meaningful behavioral change. In order to effectively use technology as tools and materials in language classes, mayroon tayong mga certain principles regarding suitability, sufficiency, and efficient utilization na need to be considered for us to use technology effectively. Kumbaga, mayroon tayong mga guideline. This principle can guide educator or tayo on how to select, implement, and maximize the benefits of technology in language teaching. For example, when choosing online language learning platforms, teachers should ensure that the content align with the curriculum. Of course, di ba? Kailangan yung curriculum naka-align. Also caters to diverse learning style and offer interactive feature to engage a student effectively. By following these principles, educator can enhance the quality of language instruction and create more engaging and impactful learning experience per student. Next, computer-based instructional tools and materials in language teaching. The first bullet says that computer-assisted language learning, or CAL, is a fundamental part of English teaching methodology, and it is a highly acknowledged means in attaining learning objective. Computers provide many opportunities of exchanging ideas and information at both national and international level. Ibig sabihin lang po neto na yung computer-assisted language learning or yung CAL na tinatawag is a key component of teaching English and plays a significant role in achieving learning goals. It is a method widely recognized for its effectiveness in language instruction. Yung CAL utilizes computers to facilitate language learning by providing various opportunity for students to exchange their ideas and information both local and globally. Halimbawa sa online language exchange platforms, inaalaw nito yung student na makipag-communicate with native speaker from different countries, practice language skills, and immerse themselves in authentic language use. This interactive approach not only enhance language proficiency but also foster a cultural understanding and communication on global scale. Um, in addition, yung call din technology to create engaging and interactive learning experience that transcend traditional classroom boundaries. Next bullet is the computer has become a valuable tool of learning for modern students. Lodi 2019, Esli 2017 also described CALL as one of the many tools and techniques that can help improve the student language competencies. He claims that this new technology in language education has increased learner autonomy, creativity, productivity, and teamwork. 'Di ba, since nasa 21st century na tayo, yung computer nga has become an essential learning tool for student in digital age or sa 21st century. Researchers like Lodi 2019 and Esli 2017 highlight the significance of computer-assisted language learning o yung tinatawag nating CALL as a valuable tool for enhancing student language skills. In-emphasize din nila that integrating technology in language education promotes learner autonomy, creativity, productivity, and teamwork. For example, language learning apps and online resources offer interactive exercises, virtual language labs, and collaborative tools that empower students to practice language skills independently, express their creativity through multimedia project, boost their productivity by increasing resources efficiently, and collaborate with peers on language tasks. This technology-driven approach not only enhances language competencies but also cultivates essential skills for success in the digital era. So, alam naman natin kapag sinabing sa digital era, kumbaga, sa ngayon is parang more on technology na tayo, kumbaga mas kailangan na natin gumanap ng mga iba't ibang way
I'm Monica Mangulabnan and this is my part of our report. Language instructional materials supported by technology tools. The one is instructional charts. One of the common types of instructional materials in language teaching and learning is a chart. Chart can be seen on printed materials, but their presentation can be enhanced and are presented in 3D or 4D form with the aid of technology. Charts can help language learners read with understanding data and concepts that are not presented into text forms. Ayun nga. So, yung instructional chart is isa sa mga uri ng material sa pagtuturo at pag-aaral ng language or wika. So, ayun nga, because of the help of technology is maaari nang mas pagandahin pa ang mga paggamit ng chart, pwedeng mapa 3D or 4D. So, di ba bilang isang future educators, mas madaling maintindihan ng mga bata ang naituturo natin pag may mga pinapakita tayong chart at mas nabivisualize sila sa ating topic, mapawika man at marami pang iba. The following are some of the many technology tools that can be used to develop charts like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, iOS, Android, and Windows Phone, and iPad Chart Makers app. The first one is Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word does not only allow you to create documents, but it also has a provision to allow you to create charts or graphs that will add to the visual appeal of the presentation of your text. So, ayun nga, yung Microsoft Word is, kilala nyo naman na yan, di ba? Gamit na gamit natin yan bilang isang mag-aaral. So, di ba kilala siya sa paggawa ng mga documents at may kakayahan din na gumawa ng chart at graph ang Microsoft Word. So ayun nga, bilang isang future educators, kapag need natin gumawa ng graph or chart, pwede natin 'di ba gamitin si Microsoft Word para mas maging kaakit-akit at para mas madaling unawain ang ating presentation. Sunod naman is si Microsoft Excel. So, one of the main features of Microsoft Excel and other spreadsheet application is to create charts and graphs. For language learners, a simple chart in Excel is more comprehensible than to see a lot of sheets and cells full of numbers. So, ayun nga, si Microsoft Excel is may kakayahan din siya na makagawa ng chart at graph. So, 'di ba alam naman natin na si Microsoft Excel is kilala bilang spreadsheets, 'di ba? Ah, para sa mga mag-aaral ng wika, mas madaling mauunawaan ang isang simpleng chart na ginawa sa Excel kaysa sa pagtingin ng malalaking bilang ng numero na nakalagay sa iba't ibang mga cell at sheets ng spreadsheet. So, sumunod naman is si Microsoft PowerPoint. PowerPoint offers various tools that can make your presentation interactive. One of its features is to present charts in a slide. So, ayun nga, si Microsoft PowerPoint naman is alam kong kilala naman natin, di ba? Dahil dyan tayo lagi gumagawa ng mga slide presentation. So, si PowerPoint is may iba't ibang tools para maging interactive ang iyong presentation. Di ba kagaya na lang ng paggawa ng chart at marami pang iba. Para gawing kaakit-akit ito sa ating mga tagapakinig. The next one is iOS, Android, and Windows Phone and iPad Chart Maker apps. So these are Numbers, Biz, 3D Chart, Chart Maker, Graphing Calculator HD, Rombi Analytics, and Graph. So, ayan yung mga application para sa paggawa ng chart ng iOS, Android, Windows Phone, and iPad. Like, yung una na dyan ay yung numbers. So, ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng numbers? So, isa daw siyang application ng isang spreadsheet na may kakayahang gumawa ng mga magagandang chart at graph para sa mga presentation at iba't ibang layunin. So, the next one is yung Biz. So, isa din siyang application na nagbibigay ng daan sa paglikha ng mga visual na representation ng data sa pamamagitan ng chart at graph. So, yung 3D charts naman ay isang application din na nagbibigay ng kakayahang gumawa ng mga chart at graph in 3D forms para daw mas maging immersive na presentation. So, yung chart maker naman ay isa ding application na espesyalisado sa paglikha ng mga chart at graph para sa mga proyekto at presentation. So, yung Graphing Calculator HD naman ay isa ding application na nagbibigay daan sa mga paglikha ng mga komplikadong chart at graph para sa mga mathematical na calculation. So, yung Rombi Analytics naman ay isa ding application na nagbibigay ng daan sa pag-analyze at pagpapakita ng data sa pamamagitan ng mga chart at graph para sa negosyo at professional na layunin. So, yung dalas naman is graph. So, yung application naman na ito is nagbibigay ng kakayahang gumawa ng mga basic na chart at graph para sa mga pang-araw-araw na pangangailangan.
Ang English Dictionary ay isang book o online na mapagkukunan ng mga salitang wikang Ingles, and then it includes ng mga kahulugan ng mga ibang konteksto, halimbawa ng mga pangungusap, pagbigas at iba pang mga impormasyon tungkol sa mga salitang English. And then mayroong iba't ibang mga diksyonaryo na available mula sa mga tradisyonal o aklat na hanggang sa mga online na mapagkukunan natin. And then through online na mga diksyonaryo ay madalas na madali at mas accessible na ito sa atin ngayon dahil maaari mong gamitin ang mga ito sa iyong computer or mga mobile devices, and then
Kapag meron kang hindi kilalang mga salita or gusto mong ma-verify ang kahulugan ng salita na hinahanap mo, maaari kang tumingin pa rin naman sa diksyonaryo. Then sa slide projectors have been used by teachers for their slide presentation. It can make the presentation of lesson neat to see in real objects and subjects. Then 'di ba mas okay kapag may mga ginagamit tayong Microsoft PowerPoint, Powtoon, Google Drive presentation, Slide Rocket, Prezi para mas ma-visualize ng mga student natin yung mga nire-report natin. And then, yung Microsoft PowerPoint o mas kilala bilang PowerPoint ay isang software na ginagamit para sa paglikha ng mga presentation. And then, ginagawa ito ng Microsoft at isa ito sa mga application na kasama sa mga Microsoft Office suite. And then, ang PowerPoint ay nagbibigay ng mga tool para sa paglikha ng mga visual engaging, gaya nga nasabi ko kanina, professionally looking o kahit mga personal na presentation. Pwede kang gumawa ng mga slide na may iba't ibang mga layout dito, mga design at mga animations. And then, pwede mo ring idagdag ang mga context na mga image, audio, video at iba pang mga multimedia elements sa inyong mga slides. And then, sa bawat slide sa PowerPoint presentation ay parang isang blank canvas na pwede mong punan ng mga kung ano impormasyon. And then, pwede mo ring ayusin yung mga slides sa anumang order na gusto mo at kontrolin kung paano lilipat mula sa mga isang slide papunta sa pagkasunod-sunod nito. And then, 'di ba, sa sobrang modern na natin ngayon, meron na tayong mga ginagamit na mga Canva kasi mas maraming design doon, mas applicable na sa atin yun, mas nabibigay nun yung mga idea natin sa paggawa ng slides natin. And then, sa madaling salita, ang Microsoft PowerPoint ay isang powerful na tool na nagbibigay sa atin ng kontrol sa paglikha ng ating mga presentation mula sa simpleng slideshow hanggang sa mga context nito and then multimedia presentation. And then, here naman sa Powtoon ay isang platform para naman sa mga visual communication na ginagawa para tulungan yung mga negosyo na lumikha ng mga animated videos, 'di ba? And mga presentation para sa mga marketing nila, HR or mga IT training at iba pa. Then sa Powtoon, meron kang access sa malawak na selection ng mga pre-built templates sa isang drag and drop editor na nagbibigay daan para sa fully customized na mga presentation na gugustuhin natin. And then dito naman sa Google Drive presentation is nakikilala rin bilang Google Slides, 'di ba? Ay isang libreng tool na ginagamit naman para sa paggawa ng mga digital presentation. Ito ay bahagi din ng Google Drive na isang cloud-based na storage service mula sa Google. And then tulad ng PowerPoint, nagbibigay din ang Google Slides ng mga tool para sa paglikha ng mga slides sa may iba't ibang mga layout design at animation. Maaari mong or natin idagdag ang mga context or mga ideas natin mula sa paggamit ng mga audio, video, mga image, and then ang isang malaking kaibahan sa pagitan ng Google Slides at iba pang mga presentation software ay ang kakayahang mag-edit ng mga slide ng sabay-sabay naman dito na maraming tao. Dahil naka-host ang Google Slides sa cloud, maaari kang magtrabaho sa isang presentation kasama ang iyong mga kasamahan o kaibigan kahit saan, kahit kailan basta may internet connection ka. Katulad lang din to sa may Canva, 'di ba? Pag nag-edit tayo doon ng mga presentation natin, pwedeng access ng mga ka-group natin yung presentation natin, pwedeng edit nila yung mga parts nila, ganun ko, or may mga idadagdag sila, ganun. And then, ang Google Slides ay may integration din sa ibang mga Google service tulad ng Google Docs at Google Sheets, kaya madali ka makakapag-insert ng mga documents or spreadsheets sa iyong mga slides. And then sa Slide Rocket ay dating isang online presentation platform naman na nagbibigay sa mga gumagamit ng mga tool para sa paggawa ng mga interactive at visually appealing na mga presentation. And then, karagdagan sa Slide Rocket, nagbibigay ito ng mga tool para sa pagpresentahin ka kahit nasaan ka. And then, sa pagbabahagi ng mataas na epekto ng mga content mula sa isang punto ng content management source, detalyadong customer analytic web conferencing na may screen share at CRM auto-logging yun. And then, kahit na aktibo ang Slide Rocket and Clear Slide ay nagpapatuloy na nagbibigay ng mga katulad na serbisyo at mga tool na dati pinagmamalaki nito.
So number 2, poster, and it includes Spark Post, Canvas Poster Maker, Black Posters, Posterini, and last, Poster My Wall. So sa poster, first meron tayong Spark Post. Ano nga ba ang Spark Post? Ang Spark Post o tinatawag natin ngayong Adobe Express, it is a cloud-based media creation application that make it easy for anyone, especially the students, to create impressive social media graphics, promotional videos, and single-page websites. One of its great features is that it can be accessed from any device with online access. Canvas Poster Maker. So, familiar naman tayo kung ano yung Canva. It is an online design tool na nag-o-offer sa ating mga users na makagawa ng isang professional na mga poster, slideshows, images, resumes, certificate, etc. So, yung Canva ay nakakatulong sa ating mga estudyante para makagawa ng isang maayos at magandang design na mga visuals. Black Poster. So, ang Black Poster, ito ay isang site na madaling gamitin and it let us make our own custom poster in free. So, we can upload an image and after natin ma-upload ang isang image, pwede na natin itong i-print. Next one is flashcard. So, sinasabi rito na ang flashcard daw ay isang karaniwang ginagamit sa pagbabasa at sa pagtuturo ng mga aralin sa phonology and morphology. So, in flashcard, meron tayo ditong tinatawag na Anki. So, ang Anki ay isang powerful multi-purpose na applications na kung saan ang mga flashcard na ginawa gamit ang Anki ay maaaring maglaman ng mga text, sounds, pictures, at mga naka-format na documents.
Good day everyone, I'm reporter Gian Milante. For continuation for our topic, let's talk about the Prezi. So Prezi is several researchers claim that Prezi is commonly used for presentation in academic instruction. Also, Prezi is a presentation software that use motion, zoom, and spatial relationships to bring your ideas. Parang mas mapaganda pa yung ideas na meron ka. So, here are example of Prezi template. You can see an example that Prezi template have homework, writing essay, creativity, reading, and etc. Now, let's talk about the worksheets and form. Worksheet is not only completed on printed materials, but this can also be accomplished through the web. By the use of some word processing software like Microsoft Word, a teacher can also develop electronic forms. So, here are some examples of worksheets and forms like Google Forms, Monkey Survey Form, Paper Form, Survey Planet, QuickTop Survey, Typeform, Cognito Form, and Ninja Form. So, let's discuss one by one. First, let's discuss the paper forms. It is an online form builder like no other. It combines serious digital smarts with beautiful design to create endless possibilities. So, in another word, paper forms is a tool for collecting and organizing information. It is structured document with spaces allotted for entering data and etc. It also forms have an awesome ability to standardize and streamline data collection. Now, let's discuss about the Survey Planet. So, Survey Planet is a survey solution that provides an easy-to-use interface for both making your survey and exporting data. So, Survey Planet actually free. Yes, it is free to use platform. In the Survey Planet, here are example of this form.
So let's discuss about the QuickTab survey. So it is cloud-based survey application. The solution came with features such as online survey creation, interface, different question type, random option, mobile forms, surveys, report, and integration with third-party tools. So sa QuickTab survey, ito yung mga survey na meron siyang mga creation like mga different question and type, nandito na siya. So, kapag naghahanap kayo ng application or ng survey na format, pwede kayong pumunta dito sa QuickTab survey. So, now let's discuss about the cognitive form. So, cognitive form is a cloud-based software that enables business to design, publish, and manage a variety of forms. So, from the word enable business to design. So, kapag may mga form na kailangan sa business, so pwede kayong pumunta dito sa may application ng cognitive form para din nag-a-allow din to sa mga user to create and embed personalized form sa mga layout na kailangan ng isang business survey or form.
So, the last one, let's talk about the Ninja form. It is a leading form building solution for the WordPress content management system. It's actively being used on over 1 million websites for over 10 years. The team behind Ninja Forms has helped user build forms that register user for event, collect valuable feedback, and so much more. So ayun yung mga materials na pwede makatulong hindi lang sa student, pati na rin sa teacher. So, once again, we are Group 7 and our topic is producing learning resources using technology tools.